Today we have an event, we call it a forest cleanup event, where we've brought in many stakeholders, like the schools. We have Kijabe Boys, we have Kijabe Primary, we have Integrity School, we have the Kijabe Hospital, we have Eden Restoration, we have the other community like the Ubuntu Life, who are now one of our partners who are sponsoring the event. We call it Forest Cleanup Day. And the whole idea is now to bring another angle to illegal activity in the forest. People have used the forest, other than the illegal burning and encroachment. We also have had issues around people dumping waste into the forest. And like we've done today, we've realized a lot of masks, face masks have been dumped in the forest. We've had water bottles, we've had drinking soft water bottles. We even had a case where we got like a place where we have a mini bar, where a lot of bottles of wine and spirits. So generally we are saying we really need to really talk to the community and tell them that the forest is not a place to waste, to throw in their waste.
During our exercise today, we have noticed that some of the waste we are collecting is our domestic wastes. We have the mask, we have the polythene tubes, we have paper, we have water bottles, we have pampers. I wish everybody would take up the culture of safe disposal, safe waste management, and not see the forest as the avenue for our waste disposal. We have seen the need for us to come together as stakeholders and make our environment much more safer and healthier for us to live in. We have a target to achieve 15 billion trees in the next 10 years, and this one calls for each and everybody. For us, it is a role for each and everybody. Everybody must come on board. Forestation, the issue of forestation starts with everybody. Even with our citizens at home, they should plant trees. And we can plant different types of trees. We can do beautification trees, we can do fruit trees, we can do trees for commercial purposes, that is agroforestry trees. So it is the law and for each and everybody to come into board in terms of planting of trees. And nowadays we are saying we are not only planting trees, but we are growing trees.
Previously, before joining Kijabe Forest Trust, I've been into extraction forestry, commercial forestry, where I've worked with organizations. Previously, I worked with Kenya Power, I worked with Kenya Tea Development Agency for the last 10 years before I transitioned now to Kijabe Forest Trust. I can say I came in too late, because then the years I was spending on commercial forestry cannot be compared to the years I've spent here, but the impact here is quite huge. It will not be measured in terms of money, but look at the ecology, look at the ecosystem, look at the water, look at the clean environment, look at the livelihood from the forest. So non-wood timber product to me is something that I really want to venture in and make a niche in this society, in this ecosystem, just to be sure that at least we forget about cutting, but make good use of this. So I found myself in this space, and I can't regret it, because it pays to save. We are on consumer of the water and other non-wood forest products.
And how do you involve the community in your work?
Excellent. Like mentioned, Kijabe Forest Trust is a CBO. We are here in the community. Number one, this year alone, we involved the community in tree growing and tree planting. This year alone, the 43,000 trees that we planted, we've employed the members of the community. We have a criteria where we do 50% women, 50% men, and out of the men and the women, we do 60% youth. So that's how we involve them. Number two, the rangers we have and our workers, our staff, are 95% within this local environment. The rangers we have are people we recruit from around. Those people who understand this forest. They know what ails the forest. They know where to touch. They know what to do. So our strength have been to working with this community directly by involving them in jobs, giving them opportunities to work, and as well as taking that message back to their homes and telling them there's more to which than just cutting of the trees. I have to give back to the community, and I feel what have been lost in terms of biomass and tree partly was because of my work and because of my job, but now here I'm home, because then we are now going back to reflect and ask ourselves, what is it that we need to do different for the environment? So here I'm in charge of a team of 30 people full-time, out of which we have 22 who are full-time rangers. employed within this Kijabe community. Women as well. Women are here. We have 6 lady rangers and the remaining men rangers. And our work is basically to move around this forest. This is a 6,000 hectare of forest, indigenous forest. In protection, our rangers do daily patrols where we have every day they move around the forest in shifts and report a lot of destructions, illegal activity going into the forest. This include illegal logging, where people get into the forest to cut trees for charcoal. People also cut trees for cedar. This is the poles, and that's something that is really affecting us. We also have people who are into poaching. We'll notice that many people around this community, because of the pressures that come with livelihood support, they get into the forest, set up snares and capture animals for sale. There's a lot of bushmeat around this area of Kijabe, all the way to Maimayu and transcending all the way to Naivasha. So I am here to give a clarion call to the society and the government as well to partner with these organizations, this small organization, because ultimately our work can only complement what the KFS work. We work very closely with KFS as one of our very key stakeholders, because then we need the backing of the forces, at least at times, to do the when we do the confiscations and we do arrests. So we work very closely with the Kenya Forest Service. If this society are trained, if they are mobilized, if they are told, sensitized properly, then they'll find alternative livelihood and they'll not stray into the forest.